There's a big difference between being in control and being controlling. You know, for most of us, we think when you're controlling, you're in control. When you're trying to control the environment around you, that means you're in control. When you're trying to micromanage people, that means you're in control. You know, when you're rigid, just because you don't want to adapt to other situations, that means you're in control. But that's all a lie. There is a totally big difference. That is you being controlling. Being in control comes with a lot of adaptability. It comes with a lot of flexibility. Remember, being in control means you are facing your fears. You're not escaping your fears. Being controlling, you're escaping your fears. How so? When you're in control, it means it doesn't matter the situation around you. It doesn't matter how chaotic it is. It doesn't matter how crazy it is. It doesn't matter how uncontrollable it is. For you, you will face it as it comes. Because within you, you are totally in control. You are totally composed. You're totally calm. So you are approaching every situation not out of fear, not impulsively, but you are approaching every situation with intuition. So there's a lot of flexibility in you. Unaona, that's what being in control is. Even when things are chaotic, you won't start micromanaging people. You'll relax, then start, facing that situation as it has come. Most people who are in control are always very calm in very rough situations, in very chaotic situations. But the people who are controlling, the moment it's chaotic, these people, they are now just impulsive. Because they are seeing that they are losing control of the situation. They are not even in control of themselves. Can you imagine now their surrounding is also not in control? They start panicking. They don't know what to do. That's what it means to be controlling. Being in control means you will trust people. Being controlling, you don't trust anyone. You don't even trust yourself. You're just seeing the negatives. What do I mean by trusting people and not trusting people? When you're in control, you will trust someone for who they are, not what you're expecting them to be, not what you are hoping them to be. If someone is crazy, you'll trust them to be crazy. So anytime you're dealing with them, you know you're dealing with a crazy person. If they pull a crazy move, you're like, you know what? I saw it coming, and you haven't surprised me. I saw it coming. So you'll always, if you don't want that crazy side of that person, you'll always find a way on how to, to avoid it. That's being in control. You're trusting people for who they are. But being controlling, you want to trust people for what you hope them to be. The moment they are not what you hope them to be, the moment they are not your expectation, what do? Stop trusting them. In short, you are not even considering who this person is. He's just not what you want, period. You are not flexible, That's what being controlling is. I've talked about that flexibility. Being in control means you're flexible. Means it's easier for you to collaborate with others. It's easier for you to work with others. Being controlling, there's nothing like that. Being controlling, you want to be in charge. You can't take anyone's idea outside your idea. You want to be the one who's like micromanaging everything. So you don't support even collaboration. For you, the moment someone comes with a better idea than yours, you're seeing a competition. That's being controlling. But being in control, like as in you're collaborating with others. If it's a better idea than yours, then you give these people an environment to succeed. Because you believe when they succeed, you're also succeeding. So it's basically just exchanging, exchanging your powers. Here is my strength, here is your strength. If we merge these strengths, then this is what we are going to build. Then let's do that. It doesn't matter what you are, it doesn't matter who you are, but can you deliver this? Because I will deliver this. Then we trust each other on that. Being in control, there is responsibility, there is accountability. But being controlling, there is fear. Bro, there's manipulation, there's blaming. Because you're doing everything based on fear. And you can't hold yourself accountable. You can't look into yourself and address yourself. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'm the one who's wrong here. No, you can't see that. So being controlling, there's no accountability. There's no responsibility. There's just blaming people. Or there's manipulation. You want to manipulate other people so that they can do the things you want. You can't do them. So basically, you're always escaping from your fear. Being controlling, you can't even take feedback. Because this feedback is going to trigger you. So what will you be doing? You will come up with some manipulative tactics to avoid this feedback from other people. Either you turn the story around these people so that you make these people feel like they're the one who are wrong. You don't want to face your fears, bro. You're always escaping. No feedback for you. But being in control, you have no problem with feedback. In fact, you are looking for feedback. You are expecting feedback. Because that's the only way you hold yourself accountable. That's the only way you make yourself a better version than your previous version. You are a better version than that. It comes from feedback. And when you're given feedback, you don't care whether it's criticism, or it's a compliment. For you, it's just feedback. Now, if it is negative criticism, then you'll have to work on. You look at it. Is it making sense? If it's making sense, then you work on it. If it is a compliment, then at least it boosts you and your confidence. But being controlling, bruh, you can't receive shit, bruh. You can't take no feedback, whether it's positive criticism, negative criticism, bro. You don't. The only feedback you want is validation. Is to be told you are doing something good. Other than that, there's no feedback you want to take. So there's no growth with this person. So that one takes us to the last difference. Being in control, it's always about growth. It's always about empowering. That's being in control of yourself. I mean, you're always reflecting. You're always holding yourself accountable. You're always striving. You're always striving to be a better you every single moment. You don't want to approach things in a way that demean you. You don't want to approach things in a way that hinder you from the growth. You want to approach things from a growth perspective. Any situation you're approaching, even if it is a failure, you won't look at it as a failure. You're looking at it as a lesson. You look at character development as character development. So there's no bitterness you come out of from a situation. You come with that positive growth vibe. But being controlling, it has nothing to do with empowering and growth. It is about just you've reached this level and you want to remain that level. So you want to control everything around you so that it doesn't go beyond your level. You're just there because you're comfortable on that. And you'll do anything to bring other people. There's nothing like empowering. The moment you see someone who has a better idea than you, or you see someone who has better, they have a better chance of making it better than you, then you will sabotage that. That's being controlling. And we see this in relationships. The people who are in control in relationships, and I mean control, these people will always strive to, have a communication. It's about growth. It's about holding each other accountable. But the ones who are controlling, it's always about manipulation. Manipulation here, manipulation there, bruh. You just want to keep someone in a certain box. So my people, heal. Heal so that you can know, are you in control or are you controlling? Because the moment you know that, then you will know anyone who is in control or is controlling. It has to start from you. Heal, my people.